Tay.
Hello.
Can you tell us what you do and the work you have done?
Sure. So I am a voice actor from Los Angeles. Just recently, you may have heard me as Detective Pikachu in the 3DS release of Detective Pikachu. In anime, you may have heard me as Archer from the Fate Stay Night series, Guts in the new Berserk, and let's see, what else? A whole bunch of stuff. Been doing this for quite a bit.
Who was the first anime character did you do and from what anime?
Oh man, the first. Okay, so you guys might remember a little show by the name of Haruhi Suzumiya. That was the very first anime project I ever did, and I was just a bunch of random people in it, like the computer club members. I was some of them. During the school festival, I was a bunch of people. There was they put hard gay in the show, and I was him. So yeah, the very first anime I ever did was The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
You also do video games.
Yes.
Who was your first video game character?
First video game character. Oh man, that was a while ago. Oh no. First video game character was Kenshiro from Fist and North Star Ken's Rage, I believe. I even have a little tattoo. I remember that one because I went in, and when they gave me the audition sides for it, it was a picture of Kenshiro from Fist and North Star. And I was like, oh, that's who that is. That's Fist and North Star. This is Kenshiro. And they were like, how did you know? How did you know that? I'm like, come on. Like, if you've been a fan of anime for any period of time, you know who Kenshiro is. You know, I grew up watching the show. It's fantastic. So that was, it was a real treat for me to have booked that as like one of my, I think the very first video game I did in Los Angeles.
How did you get into voice acting?
I got into voice acting in a weird way. I used to do a lot of stage theater, like musical theater, and then after 8 or 9 years of that, I came to Los Angeles to do just acting in general. So I came to Los Angeles and I did commercial acting at first for like Garmin GPS, Discovery Channel, stuff like that. I was in some films, and then I did a podcast for a dubbing studio. And through that podcast, I met with the casting folks who work there. They put me in their shows, and I've been doing voiceover ever since.
When you see your character talk, but yet you hear you, what's your reaction when you hear you from the character talking?
Sometimes it's weird, like when I'm playing a video game, like let's say like the Xenoblade Chronicles X or something, and there's a character you can recruit by the name of Yelf. It's me. And he doesn't shut up, right? So every time you get into a fight, he's just like mouthing off, and at some point you get tired of hearing yourself. Like as fun as the being in games and stuff is, if you actually play them, you at some point you're like, all right, okay, I know what I say. Let's just keep going. Otherwise, it's really useful, especially for actors. I know a lot of actors don't like watching or hearing the stuff they do. I do because it helps me pick up on like, oh, I can improve on this. Or, ooh, maybe I should have made a different choice here. Or, ooh, next time I'll try this, you know? So for me, I like to deconstruct the stuff I do as homework and improve for the next time. Yeah.
When you first came to events like this and saw that people know who you are and are your fans, what was your reaction when that started happening?
It's no one's ever really prepared for that. It's always really weird because you feel like the work you do is in a box, and you've only really kind of get to watch it on the side, like through a DVD or like streaming service. But for people to actually know that you're the voice of something and be appreciative of that is so, it fills your heart up really to full. I never take that for granted. It's such a wonderful feeling, and I'll work my hardest for the rest of my life to not let people down. It's an amazing feeling. Yeah.
Have you done anything recently that you can tell us and talk about without getting in trouble?
Oh man.
Tell us anything.
Let's see. In the non-voiceover thing, I'm doing a D&D show right now called Dark and Dicey. You can catch that at Mondays at 7 p.m. on the official Dungeons and Dragons Wizards Twitch stream. But as far as voiceover stuff goes, yes, but I can't. There's a ton of stuff premiering at E3 this year, but I can't talk about any of that stuff. What can I talk about? What can I talk about? What's coming out that's been announced? What?
I think right now all the things that can be announced have been announced.
Yeah, nothing. I got nothing for you. There's plenty in the works, but nothing that I can actually say because then I get fired and I don't want that. But yeah, please expect some really cool games to be coming out this year at E3. There's some anime that's coming out before the year's up. There is something. Bungo Stray Dogs. Bungo Stray Dogs, we just wrapped on the first season, so that's up at Funimation right now, so please check that out. We're really proud of that dub, and I think that's literally the only thing I can talk about without getting fired.
If people wanted more info and updates on you and your work, where can they go?
Yeah, so I basically live on Twitter, so if you want to follow me at Kaiji Tang on Twitter, I tweet all of the stuff I'm in. If you can always find me on Wikipedia or IMDb or Behind the Voices, and you can check out the work I've done there. I have a Facebook fan page that's I think it's Kaiji Tang Voice Monkey or something like that. You can follow me there too, and I generally on Twitter, if you follow me on Twitter, it's a pretty safe bet that you'll see everything I'm doing pretty constantly. Yeah.
Thank you very much for being with us today.
No problem.
Everyone, KG Tang.
Thank you so much. See you later.